morning, YouTube family. This is Tyson and welcome back to the channel. Today's feature presentation will show you a car that doesn't belong to me. I do this on occasion when I have the opportunity to showcase standout vehicles from the Acura and Honda community that I otherwise wouldn't get a chance to see up close and personal. But this car has been living in Phoenix for the last several months. As a matter of fact, it just got completely overhauled at Apex Wetworks, the same shop here in the Phoenix area where I've had a couple full cars repainted. This one belongs to my friend Andrew. If you remember, several months ago on the channel, I featured a really nice 93 6-speed black on black coupe. That also belonged to Andrew. So he is a man of fine taste. He has Legends from both generations. This one in particular, he says, is a little more nostalgic for him because it's similar to the car that he drove in high school. It is a Phoenix Red 1988L 5-speed manual with only about 75,000 miles on it. And the car, of course, is from the first generation. The Legend Coupe debuted in 1987, ran through 1990 with that generation. So this car does have a few noteworthy mechanical differences from my 86 sedan, most notably of which is the fact that it has the 2.7 liter V6 as opposed to the 2.5. Otherwise, the switchgear and the driving experience are largely the same across those first 5 model years of the G1 Acura Legend. Andrew drove this car all the way from Florida, like I said, back in, I believe, April or May, and the car was flawless. In fact, he took it all the way before dropping it off for paint to the Grand Canyon to check that spectacle out, as long as he had the chance while he was in Arizona before flying back home. As you can see, Apex did a phenomenal job with this car. It was really clean to begin with, but any Honda and Acura owners of red cars will remember they're prone to fading, and this one has seen a lot of time in the southern states over its near 40-year lifespan and had some fading and other small inconsistencies that would be expected for a car of its age. And it is now a showpiece. I think this would comfortably hold its own at any NULM judging competition, and I can't wait to see what Andrew's plans are for it in the show circuit as the years come. One thing I did want to mention is that this car is particularly nostalgic for both of us. I have a couple pictures sitting here on the windshield that will be throwbacks of about 30 years, believe it or not. So this picture on the bottom is me in about 1996. See if we can get it to zoom there. Old Navy, baggy pants, all the characteristic late 90s attire. But that was my mom's, let's see how I piece this together. My mom's brother's wife's mom. So my Aunt Wendy's mom's car, Barb, she unfortunately just passed away as I'm filming this within the last couple weeks, but she had an 89 Legend, and that car was captivating even back then to me. And so I shot these pictures, and it's very fitting now as a tribute, I guess, to Barb, that I have in my possession, albeit temporarily, a car that looks almost identical to hers. One thing you do notice on the 89 is they had the machine finish aluminum wheels, whereas these 15-inch wheels are painted. But other than that, there were a few changes year over year related to enhancements with mid-model refresh. The 1990, and some of you remember the white 5-speed coupe that I had a number of years ago, belongs now to my friend Brad in Colorado. But that car was a 90 and had a few different features. The LS for that year had a little lip spoiler on the trunk lid, as well as the red and clear taillights, as opposed to the red and amber that you see here. but just a great overall body design. In marketing materials, Acura referred to this car as a four-door hardtop. It does have a B-pillar, but it's very slim. In fact, look how slim the C-pillar is. This was back in an era when visibility was peak. There's really no bad angles from inside this car in terms of line of sight, and it's something I definitely miss with newer cars. Of course, the slim A-pillar. This car does have a driver's side airbag, which I think was a pretty big deal back in the day. Now, as I mentioned, this car did just come out of paint, and Andrew wanted me to call attention to the fact that it's not complete. This restoration is just moving to the next phase, and that would be interior. So I know that he has some plans specifically for the center console that will be replaced or refinished, as well as probably a few other bits here. But again, for a 1988 model year car, this was a really nice survivor, and that fresh paint job just took it to a new level entirely. Here we have a glance at that famous flawless 2.7 liter V6, and looks phenomenal and drives phenomenally for a car with low mileage, as one would expect. And I know that with Andrew's upkeep and diligent regimen with maintenance, this Legend will see many, many more miles. This is hello and goodbye for this car. The 88 Legend is going to be heading out on transport here in the next couple of weeks, probably, as soon as Andrew gets that scheduled. I'll miss seeing her around here, but I could use the space back. As you can see, the garage is full as always. So thanks for checking out the channel, and we'll talk to you next time.